Hi crocheters of the world, I'm Wana and this is Wana's Crochet channel on YouTube, and in this tutorial we will work together on the zigzag puff stitch beanie for a little girl. Now I want to show you, actually the idea is to show you how to work the zigzag puff stitch in round, so you can work neck warmers or bags, or what do you want to work in rounds with this beautiful stitch. I was asked by some of my followers to show how to work this stitch in round. So I said it would be nice to create a nice beanie hat for a little girl, because the stitch inspires me to work something like that kind of project. But of course this is the way. So with this tutorial you will be able to work actually the puff stitch, zigzag puff stitch in rounds. Now I will let you the link below of this tutorial of the zigzag puff stitch in rows, so you can actually learn it. Now for the hat we will need, so I am working with a 4-ply yarn, it's a medium worsted yarn, and with a 4mm hook. Actually I will begin with 4mm hook for the border, then I will switch to a 4.5mm hook to work the zigzag pattern, zigzag puff stitch pattern. Okay, now we will work it bottom up, so we will begin with the circumference of the hat, so it's really easy to resize it, so to work it in any kind of size and with any kind of crochet hook and size, crochet hook size, and of course yarn. So don't ask me what kind of yarn do you have to use. Any kind of yarn. The important thing is the circumference of the hat, of the head, and the multiple of 6. So you need a chain multiple of 6. I have here 54 chains multiple of 6, and now I just want to join in round. So just be sure that all your chains are with the right side facing you when you join. Okay, so let us join, and I will actually work this first round into the back side loop of the chain, so this one. Okay, this. Now first of all we want to join, chain 1, and begin with into the same chain, first chain, work your first half double crochet and continue on working. So these are the back loops of our chains. Maybe it's a little bit, not maybe, it is a little bit more difficult, but it looks nice. The border is really nice. So these are the little loops here in the middle of the chain. On the back side you will find these nice popping up loops, and here I want to work. Now this is my first round, and I will work 4 more rounds of half double crochet just for the border. Work them as you working in rows, so join, chain 1 and turn. Okay, turn your work to begin another row, another round. Okay, so let me just finish these 5 half double crochet rounds, and I will be back to show you how to actually work the pattern. Here it is, my border. I worked only 4 rounds of half double crochets. For me it's okay. Now you can work 5 if you want. Chain 1 and turn. I also switched to the 4.5mm hook because I want to begin with the pattern stitch, puff stitch. So skip the first into the next, work the first puff stitch, insert the hook. Now this is not actually a puff stitch, it's work it as length, half as a normal puff stitch. So insert the hook into the second stitch and pull up a loop, yarn over, insert the hook again, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert the hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert the hook, pull up a loop. So it's 4 times. And pull through all and chain 1 to secure. Skip one stitch, insert the hook into the next and pull up a loop. And now 4 times. Yarn over, pull up a loop, 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 and pull through all. Skip one and the same thing, pull up a loop and then 4 times. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And we just want to go on like this to work our little puff stitches. So pull up a loop and then yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, and yarn over, pull up a loop, and pull through all. And this is what we have, and this is how we have to continue on to work our little puff stitches here. So I almost finished my first round. I want to show you how to actually work in round. So I will skip one and I will work into the my last puff stitch. It's actually not a puff stitch, because for the puff stitch we yarn over the hook, insert the hook and work the puff. Now here for this stitch we don't yarn over, so it's wrong, okay? We don't have to yarn over to begin the puff stitch. So we are like this, we insert the hook into the second stitch and work 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And now, and pull through, chain 1 to secure. Now, to finish this round, insert the hook into the secure chain of your first puff stitch, worked, little puff, worked, and slip stitch, chain 1 and turn. And now if you can see, these puffs goes through the left. Now chain 1 and turn, skip the first puff and into the space here, actually in between the first and the second, on the left side of the first one, insert your hook and begin with the second. 3, 4 and 5, the second round, so the first puff of the second round. This is the first one. Now skip the second and on its left side work the second puff. 3, 4 and 5. So work them small. Okay, and then we continue on like this. 3, 4 and 5. We continue on like this, working a puff stitch on the left side of each puff stitch that we have worked, that we worked actually into the first round. And as you can see, these puff stitch are pending through the right, and these are pending through the left. So this is actually the thing that we want. So I almost finished the second round, and I just want to show you how to finish it. So I work the second to last, and the last we will always work it on the left side of the first or last, let's say the last of the previous round. So it's here in between the first and the last of the previous round. So insert the hook here, pull up a loop, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Yarn over, pull through all, chain 1 to secure. I don't know, it's so relaxing, this stitch, I love it. Insert the hook again into the secure chain of the first puff stitch, worked, and slip stitch, chain 1, turn, and exactly the same thing. Skip the first, in between the first and the second, so on the left side of the first, work the first puff stitch of this row, and always on the left side of each puff stitch of the previous row, work your puff stitch of the row, and this will give you the nice zigzag effect. So let me just finish the length, and I will be back to show you how to decrease and to finish the crown of the head. So here I am, I finished the length, I work 9 rounds, and now I want to begin with the crown, so which means I have to decrease until I will have less little puffs here. So now I will show you how to decrease, and what I want to tell you is that you will decrease 3 times randomly, or you can watch the written instruction on my blog. I will add you the link below, so you can watch the written instruction on my blog, and you will know where to put the increase. But you can also go on and work randomly 3 in each round, from now on until you reach 6 puff stitches, little puffs. Now what I want to show you is how to decrease. Now I will work this one just as it is, 3, 4, 5, so this is the first one, and let's say I want to decrease over these 2. So actually when we decrease with this stitch, we work 1 puff stitch over 2 puff stitches of the previous round. So let me show you how. Insert the hook on the left side of the first one, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up 1 more loop. Now yarn over, skip on the left side of the second, yarn over, pull up a loop, this is 3, yarn over, pull up a loop, 4, and yarn over, pull up a loop, 5. Now keep them tight like this while passing through all and chain to secure. And this is actually 1 puff stitch obtained working on 2 puff stitches. Now these 2. And now I just want to continue on. So 3, we need 3 decreases on each round. I will be back to show you how it looks. So here it is, my little beanie. Look at it, isn't it so sweet? Okay, I finished with all my decreasing rounds. I have 9 puff stitches left, and now what I want to do is to chain 1 and turn again, and where I worked my puff stitches exactly on the left side of my puff stitch of the previous round, I will work single crochet. So 9 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, oops, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I cut a longer yarn, and now I just go on into each of my single crochet with my needle from here, just back loop if possible. I turn it upside down, sorry, I forgot to tell you, so I am on the wrong side, and just to close the little gap here. And here I am, ready with my little hat. So easy to make and so nice. So that's it. Now I can really cut the yarn, and of course I have to wave in this end too. Just do some stitches just to wave in on the back side, of course. And here it is, my little beanie. It's ready. Isn't it so sweet? Now look at it. Okay, on my on my blog you can find a written instruction. So hope you enjoy. Please thumb up if you enjoy, and if you like my tutorials, don't forget to subscribe for other more. Bye bye.